Hello, 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 looky here. Look at these. Look at these wonderful colors. We have 3 proto-pasta colors, and we have a polyalchemy elixir that is Hawk 3D Proto. I remember Hawk 3D Proto. Love you, Ben. Look at this. We're gonna take these colors and we're gonna make something really awesome right here on 3D. I forgot to say my name. Crap, I'm Joel. This is 3D Printing Nerd. Welcome back. So remember that huge city, that really giant city that was modeled by Fernando Jerez, I believe, for Jerez 3D on the Twitters. He has other models. He has other glorious models. In fact, there's one that reminds me of Star Wars, and it's called a Trash Walker. It's this trash bin that has legs. It's got legs like the AT-ST from Star Wars. And I really want one, and I want to print it. There's 2 legs, there's 2 feet pieces, there's a collar, and there's the trash bin. We're gonna go 200% scale, and we're going to use these colors. Let's get to it. First is the Hawk 3D Proto / Polyalchemy Elixir. This is labeled Crimson Red. It's a wonderful material, and we used this on the Ultimaker 2 Plus to print the collar. I believe I had temperature at 225. There was 3 perimeters? I don't even remember. I believe it was 225 on the nozzle, 60 millimeters per second speed. It looks good. Let me go get it for you. Here it is. This is the collar, printed with some supports. I like this material. I like the color. When you have enough perimeters, it's fairly strong. It looks good, but you can see the infill through the material, which if I was gonna print this again, I would, and I would increase the number of perimeters so you couldn't see, but I'm not really worried about that. It gives it this weird kind of cool effect. I might be able to finish it in a way. I might be able to play with it. I think it turned out okay, so let's move on. Next up right here is an unreleased proto-pasta color. One of the times that I was down there, we were playing around. This one is labeled 1 to 5% red and 15 to 10% silver. Or maybe it's, well, I don't know. It looks like that, and it looks like that. And we used this material on the Prusa i3 Mark III to print the bin. I like printing proto-pasta hot on the i3 Mark III and any of the E3D nozzles. So we did 235 on the nozzle, 60C on the bed. We did default printing speeds. There really wasn't anything special I had to do to the Prusa profile. I did create an HTPLA profile for proto-pasta on the Prusa edition of Slicer, just because I know I need that higher temperature. I believe it was 2 perimeters, 4 top, 3 bottom, and I did vase mode. There is one of the trash bin models for this model that's labeled vase mode, and so I thought, I'm gonna do a vase mode, but I increased the size 2x, so let me show you. Here is a trash bin. It's an amazing looking model, and it's in vase mode, so it's thin and wiggly. But because I sized it up, there are parts where it didn't quite get into the right spot. If I was going to reprint this, I would probably print the non-vase mode one, and just for strength and rigidity and to make sure that everything was covered. Other than these little misses right here, it actually turned out great. This is a wonderful material. I think the Prusa printed it perfectly. It printed it exactly as it should have printed it, but let's test. So this is the collar. Haha. It fits. Woo! Well, we've got the bin and we've got the collar. Next up, well, it's green. It's kind of green. It's not even labeled. So when Tom San Laderer was visiting Proto-Pasta, and I was down there to visit Tom and Proto-Pasta, Tom attempted to make what he deemed was an ugly filament. And it turned out opposite, because it's this beautiful green. It's a wonderful green, and I used this on the Raise 3D N2 Plus now that I have the Bondtech extruders on it, and it did an amazing job. On the Raise 3D, I did print at 225C. I can print a little cooler than the Prusa machine. The bed was at 62 with a nice layer of Magic Goo on it. I know Raise has the build tack. I've actually taken the build tack off the glass, and I put some Magic Goo on it. I find that works much, much better, and the pieces just pop off when done. Well, this is the material. You probably want to see how it looks. Let me go get it. Here they are. 2 little feet. So these are what go on the feet of the walker. These are like the shoes or the hooves or the something. I really like these Bontecs, and I really like it on the Rays because it's a huge platform and it does an amazing job with the extrusions. I think this model is just fantastic. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It doesn't spin, but they're hard to hold. But it looks like that. And there's two of them. Those are good feet right there. So Protopasta's ugly filament, thanks to Tom, actually did a really good job. Good job, you guys. Ooh. Last, we have this. And this is Transition Pink to Blue. It kind of looks like that. And I printed this stuff on the CME CNC Artemis. And I printed at 230C with a bed at 60 degrees. I slathered some magic goo on the Artemis glass bed as well, because then pieces just pop off. I printed it at normal speed, normal retraction, just a little up on the temperature, and this Protopasta stuff prints like butter. And I did the legs with this, and I can't wait to show you. So let me go get them. Look at these. Are these not gorgeous? This filament, whatever it is, this transition from pink to blue produced some crazy purples, a little bit of pinks and reds, some blues, almost looks like a high five blue here. I chose this filament because these were a taller model and I printed them both at the same time, so I know I would get some of that transition within the model, and it turned out so much better than I was expecting. And it printed like this, and so these overhangs, they're perfect. Look at that. Okay, maybe not perfect, but I sure wouldn't throw it away. This is a wonderful print. It is hairy though. I probably could have changed retraction or lowered the temperature a little bit, but we've done this before. We know how to handle this. Just a sec. What's really great about Protopasta's HT PLA is it has a much higher heat deflection temperature. So I don't have to worry about warping the parts as much when using the heat gun. There we go. This almost reminds me of a Charlie Chaplin moment. Hey Sean, give me an old piano tune, make me black and white, and let's see what happens here. If Sean didn't actually make me black and white and put a little piano tune behind me, I'm gonna look like a fool.
Go ahead, make a fool of yourself.
More so than usual.
There are no strings on me.
We got the legs out. Let's see if the collar fits. Oh, it's a perfect fit. Look at this. That is so cool. Look at it. So even at 100% scale, it's gonna look cool, but at 200% scale, it's a conversation piece. This serves a function. Oh no, we have the feet. I believe they push in. So let's set this aside. So it's got these little registration dots right here. And then it has these places where the dots can go in. So I believe they go like this. I just need to convince it. I just needed to convince it just a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. This is the fully built 200% scale Trash Walker. My thinking is the Trash Walker lands on a planet and walks around until it finds trash.
Whoa.
And then some noble humanoid species or something with opposable thumbs then throws the trash into it. And then it walks around and is happy with its life. Well, let's take a look. I love this color combo. I think though, with the trash bin, if I am to reprint this, I will go with the non-vase mode model and most likely do a different color because the pink of it is very close to the red of the collar. If you have an idea for the color of the bin you would want me to print, leave that in the comments down below. I love the color of the legs and I love the pea green feet. The color worked well, but again, I can see the infill through the perimeters, which means I need more perimeters. Hashtag more perimeters? I don't know. These filaments from Protopasta are amazing. So the Hawk 3D Proto filament, you can't get anymore unless you go and get the Polyalchemy elixirs. Polyalchemy is what Ben used to make the Hawk 3D Proto filaments. It was powered by Polyalchemy, but Polyalchemy makes the elixirs, which is essentially what this is. So go visit Polyalchemy, take a look at the elixirs. I'll try to remember to put a link down in the description. But the protopasta filaments themselves are not released. However, we know how to get a hold of protopasta, and if we say, Alex, that ugly filament from Tom, the pea green, we need that. Or Alex, the pink to blue transitional filament that I saw that made those trash walker legs, I need me some of that. Or Alex, take this label, use your computational math skills, and make some more of this shimmering pink looking filament. Which one of these protopasta filaments is your favorite? I'd love to hear in the comments down below. I just had an idea. Hold on. I have this. It's a dumpster. I have this dumpster, and normally when I open a roll of filament, I take the do not eat silica gel desiccant pack and I put it in here. What do they mean, do not eat? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't eat them. Don't eat silica gel. Don't eat silica gel because then Sean will cry sad tears. Okay, all things considered, it says don't eat, so don't eat it. But all of that desiccant packs, all of the silica gel that I have, I put in this dumpster whenever I open a roll of filament. And I have a few. This dumpster is cool. I printed this on the Sigma when I had it, and I had some unfortunate layer shifts. And the dumpster's cool. I always wanted a dumpster because I wanted to put my silica gel in there. But now that I have this trash walker, yes, yes. Look at that. Look at that. All the silica gel packets are in there. The walker is holding it just fine. I guess last question for you, my audience. Do I glue this together or not? I'm kind of voting on a not because what if I just wanted to have multiple bins that I could put in there? But I don't know. What do you think? Should this be glued or should it be free so I can print more and mix and match? I'd love to hear your vote down in the comments. Hey, that was fun! I love this model. Of course, it's by Fernando Jerez, and I will put a link to it down in the description. I found it over at Thingiverse, the universe of things. And if you go there and you get it and you print it, I would love to see it. Tag me on the Twitters. I'm at Joel Telling on the Twitters. Or you could post it to Instagram and tag me on the Instagram. I am at Joel Telling on the Instagram. Neat! Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you're awesome. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed and ring that bell to be notified of when stuff like this is uploaded to the channel. Don't forget to hug each other more because I love you guys. As always, high five.